you guys, this is the Mesro group, and they got to Omu before any of my other groups. I have 3 or 4 groups going at the same time, and the Mesro group actually went into Omu and got almost every single puzzle cube, and I kept thinking they were going to die, and they didn't. So what happened was they got the 7 puzzle cubes. Then my regular tomb group got the last 2 and opened the tomb, got through the weird, trappy opening. And then on Saturday, my Lizard King group went into the tomb and did a good portion of it. And from what they understand, there's 5 levels of the tomb at least, and there's something they probably need on each level of the tomb. Because they found a big stairwell that goes down like 4 floors, but they were a little worried about that because they figured it's more dangerous down below, and they were going to die. But ultimately, you're in the tomb looking for this thing called the Soulmonger, a device that is, anybody who dies can't be brought back to life because their soul gets sucked into the Soulmonger. So people who die, raised dead doesn't work. So if you die in this, you're just dead. So that means that if anybody dies today, I mean, that's it.
Soulmongered.
You know, that's it.
Hope it didn't kill me outright.
So be, super careful. So I have a list of warnings. Let's see here. All right, just heads up before we go into the tomb. Gotta load it. All right. Things you should know before you go into the Tomb of Annihilation. Okay. Water breathing doesn't always work. So in this tomb, just so you know, I'm just giving you a heads up. So make sure you turn the sound off on the stream also, otherwise it'll mess with our audio.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so water breathing won't always work. So if you fall into a liquid that's like water but not water, you're not going to be able to. Water breathing won't work in there. So just so you know. Also, there's a few things that I'm still hearing my thing. Does somebody have the sound on?
Nope.
Nope.
I was going to say nope.
Okay.
Yeah, X'd out.
It's gone
No.
now. All right.
No, it's not.
There's a few things in the tomb that don't have to roll to hit you. They just hit you. Okay? So just be aware of that when you're creeping around. There might be a thing that's just gonna hit you if you get close to it. There's many things and items that can't be opened or destroyed by any means, just so you know. And some things can't be damaged by anything but one type of attack. You know, like slashing or whatever. Okay. So I have the map on the screen of where they went so far. So the entrance is on the bottom there, the green area. So I'm still hearing myself. It's not that bad. So let's see. So if you see the map on the screen, you go in that one tunnel on the left. You go straight up, and the next tunnel had a trap that's the floor slips open into a pit. They've jammed that shut. So so you're going in. So what's the order of the group? Who's first, second, third, and fourth? Werbin says, "I'll just wait outside. You can't expect me to go into the Tomb of Annihilation, can you? That's ridiculous."
Are we still playing this game, Werbin?
It's ridiculous. I think I've done my part. I don't know anything about the tomb. I told you so much about the shrines. How could you possibly ask for more?
Yes, you told us so much about those shrines, Werbin.
Yeah.
It's a shame to lose your expertise down here.
Good luck. I hope you don't get annihilated, eh?
Try not to breathe so heavy. They're gonna hear you if you hear that.
He's a mouth breather, that's right. Alright.
It was good to know you, Stingy, as well.
You don't want to shake his hand. It is going to be a Stingy. Alright, who's first in the marching order?
Kyrin will go first if nobody objects.
Who goes second?
Lemuel will.
Who's third?
Linnet will go third.
Gell, you're bringing up the rear. Linnet. What's your light? Do any of you need light? Yeah, Kyrin needs light. Oh, almost all of you need light.
We all need, yeah.
What's your light source?
I will cast light on my mace.
Okay. So you're going to be
yeah.
lit by the light.
How dark is it again?
Oh, it's like totally dark in there.
Oh, cool.
All of the dark.
But with the torch, it's lit by torchlight.
I'll have a light on my pendant, like I'm holding on in front of me.
You guys in the chat, if you can, I'm going to tell them the notes you left, but feel free to correct me or just tell me ahead of time, okay? So here's what happened. Another group went in. They were all spellcasters, all 4 of them. And they went in a while ago, and they just never frickin' came back. So everybody else, all the other adventurers, are still long resting, and they're not done. So you're ready. You're so rested, and you're ready. You're gonna have to go in to the tomb of Annihilation, right? So you've set up your marching order. You go in, and so the first area you see is a long hallway. It's a T intersection. At the end of the hallway, on a back wall, there's a big green devil face with its mouth open, and the mouth just has like concrete inside. And you see notes on certain tiles of the floor ahead that say, "Don't step on this one." And don't step on this one, don't step on this one. And there also seems to be a note on the green devil face, but you can't really read it from here. So it looks like they noted the traps for you. Are you going to follow their notes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay.
How considerate of them to leave notes.
Yes. So on the devil face, I think it says, "We fixed this." So now you get a choice. You can go right or left. Left at the end of the hallway looks like some kind of window. To the right seems like it opens up into a huge stairwell with a big void in the middle. What would you like to do? There's also a note by the window and probably a note over by the stairs.
Do you want to check out the stairwell?
I say we
Yes.
go well.
I am intrigued.
The stairwell, that's in the center of this map. So there's a whole bunch of ways to go from here. The stairs do wind down and down and down. It looks like they go down about 4 floors. Now I think there's going to be a note that says something about we didn't go down. It looks like it's dangerous.
I don't think they went down.
Hopefully they didn't.
Should we go down?
Oh, before I forget. Lemuel, while you were resting last time, you had a nap.
Yes.
You had a dream of Josh, Mari's snake. Mari, the goddess of luck, has a snake named Josh. He says, "Hey, Lemuel.
Hey, Josh.
We're here to help. We're going to give you a boon. If you do good here, Mari might forgive you."
Absolutely.
Maybe. When the time comes, maybe we'll give you a boon of luck.
Sure.
Kyrin, when you were dreaming, you see Vorkesis, the son of the Raven Queen, who has no eyes and a lightning halo over his face. And he says, "Kyrin, fool, I'm going to help you. But I don't like it. My mother told me I had to. Now go in there and get rid of the soulmonger. They're stealing my souls. Bye." Anyway, you remember those dreams, and now here you are in the stairwell. What would you like to do? There's a couple ways to go from here. There's you could go up over here, or up over there, or you could try going down the stairs.
Does anybody want to try the eastern portion of the doorway?
Yeah, that looks.
Yeah.
I think we should avoid down for now. So it looks like east is the way to go.
We should gather as much information as possible. We don't want to go find the Zillmonger without figuring out what we don't even know what it's supposed to do or what it's doing. If you help with get information.
In your mark.
Can I take?
Oh, go ahead.
Can I take a quick peek down and just see if I see anything in particular down there that stands out?
All the way down, you see what looks like 4 gargoyle statues around a pit.
You weren't with us last time, but we should wash out for gargoyles.
There was a bit of
Not
altercation.
very nice.
Okay. East sounds great to me now. Even better.
All right.
But let's just say, watch out for my fists.
Kyrin, you lead the group with your glowing mace. You go
Yes,
into
sir.
the hallway. A giant stone scroll crusted with moss juts out from the end of this passageway. A flame flickers between each of its eye sockets, and a view into a chamber beyond can be seen through its open jaws. So the hallway's a dead end, but there's a huge skull in the wall, and it looks like you could go through its mouth into a room.
If you don't mind, I'd like to take a few moments and check if there's anything magical at this skull. It's always good to be soft. So, yep, taking the 10 minutes to
You
cast
sense
it as
an aura of transmutation magic around the skull. There's probably a note here that says, "We didn't bother. We didn't go. We turned around."
I wonder where they did go.
They took
Just
one look at it and they're like, "Oh, we're not doing it."
This little map where we are, just so I can kind of visualize.
Oh, you are on the east. Actually, I can. Well, I can't show it to you yet, but.
Are we by like
in the square room
the
you guys
circle
went to, right?
line?
No, you're on the other side. Actually, you're in the blackness right now.
Your other
Okay,
east.
that's what I figured. I was just making sure that I knew where we were.
Yep.
I got a little lost.
It's all right.
I'm not very directly challenged.
I am extremely, so don't worry about it.
Other way around. Sorry, see, words are also not my strong suit.
The note says, "Don't want the skull with flame eyes to eat us." Skull equals bad? Question mark.
Most of the time,
That's
yes.
a lie.
Skulls
So-
are usually bad.
There's a skull at the end of the hall. You're in the Tomb of Annihilation. One wrong step could cut your face off. What do you want to do?
There's definitely some transmutation magic around this skull, so and we should check it out.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Hans.
So the flames in the eye socket, do they look like they're actual flames, like flickering, burning flames, or like the correct color? Are they,
They are the
I'm checking out.
correct color, yes. But they seem to be magical in nature because there's there's not wood or anything they're burning on. They're just kind of floating there. They give off no heat or smoke.
We can always do the classic test of throwing something at it.
Can we see through the other side of the mouth?
Yeah, make a perception.
All right. Let's see.
That'd be a
Okay.
13.
Okay.
24.
Jeez, you are going to be that person for us.
Okay, so you notice a couple things. First of all, the lower jaw of the skull is hinged. Second, you can see into the room beyond, which is number 14. Here, I'm going to read you the flavor to room number 14. Skulls crusted with dried mud glower from niches cut into the walls of this tomb. A stone sarcophagus stands at the center of the chamber, its lid adorned with a coiled serpent carved in relief. Beyond the sarcophagus, resting atop a marble pedestal, is an ornate crystal box with a small humanoid skull floating in it. I can show you the picture of this room. It will take me 1 second. All right. Please, go talk amongst yourselves.
You said there's like moss and stuff growing around, right?
Yes.
Can I like rip off a chunk of... Wait. First I'm going to prod the moss with a dagger before I go sticking my hands into it. Make sure it's not like releasing clouds of spores or anything.
It is high quality moss, soothing to the touch.
Well, it's some good stuff, guys.
The new map is on the screen. That's the room. The hallway, and you can peer right into the room. There's a slight delay, so it'll take a few extra seconds for it to show up on the screen.
There we go.
Okay.
What's up?
Oh. I'm gonna rip off a chunk of moss and like toss it through the open jaws.
Toss it through the open jaws. Okay.
I'm sure this won't end badly.
Of course not. Nothing can ever go wrong in the Tomb of Annihilation.
Nothing happens. It just bloop up right into that room beyond. Neat.
Well, it would be the first time if we were turned into sheep. Maybe even blue sheep.
Lemuel, you rolled really high. So you see in that room beyond, there's a maze of tiny passages. For a moment, a tiny little skeleton that's like this tall, made of bone, is walking around, and it's got a key, a bone key, like growing out of its head. And it peeks around a corner and sees you, and kind of like, and then runs into the tunnel.
Zavagor will be excited. Did anyone else see that? The tiny skeleton? No? Am I seeing
No,
things?
just you. Well, you see things clearly, so I'm inclined to believe that you
Still
saw it.
hallucinating from the dream.
I have two thoughts with this skull door here.
Yes.
One, can we jam open the hinged jaw so it doesn't do jaw things and clamp down on us? And then two, if I feel like if we could like extinguish the flames in the eyes, maybe that would knock out some of the magic or something like that.
I like it.
Sounds like a tale from my youth where they shoved a stick into the mouth of a crocodile.
How did that end up?
Let's just say the stick broke.
Okay, so you want to try to block the hinge. What are you going to use to try to block it?
Yes,
it does seem like that's
anything?
possible.
That's the thing. What do I have that could potentially do that?
I certainly don't have anything large enough to keep this thing open.
We could foul it with moss. The finest quality moss.
How dare you?
No, we need to sell that later.
Who put moss on my skull?
I just have
Shove
some
moss
little
into the
darts.
eye
That's
sockets.
the best I got. Little tiny things.
I don't know that I have anything that could actually do that.
We do have a metal hunting trap. Do you think that could stick that in the side?
I don't know if that would necessarily create enough leverage.
Could we drill a hole through the top and do a reverse, tie it downwards and hook it back around?
Huh?
Yeah. You
Um,
want to do that? Tie the thing around? All that stuff?
yeah, what he said.
Alright, so you're going to, like, use the metal trap and the chains on it to try to make sure the thing stays open? The mouth?
Unless anyone has objections. Grab from the
Who's
bottom.
going first?
Um,
Who wants to go
So did we-
first?
Did we want to try and extinguish the flames in the eyes as well?
I'll try. I guess I can try and just like by hand, like see if I can like extinguish it.
You
There's
are
no
not
heat.
able to, and it's stingy. Oh, that's hot.
Thought you said they emitted no heat.
Wait, let me read it again. Yeah. It doesn't. It's not actually hot. You just felt the sting of fear in your palm.
Of fear?
Yes,
Ooh.
the pangs of fear are strong inside the tomb of annihilation. There's the mouth. It's open, beckoning you. It looks so inviting.
I can go in first.
We have the classic. Tie someone to a rope and pull it back.
We've done it
I don't know if
like-
we're gonna be able to pull them back. This seems like a snapping thing more than hopefully. I hope.
It worked for us before.
I'll try it. I'll try and go first.
So, Lemuel, you're going to go through the mouth of the skull?
Well, the goddess of luck may not completely hate my guts anymore, so that's an improvement. Let's try it.
All right. How are you going through? Legs first?
Feel
Head
like-
first?
Like really antsy, edge up to it, and then like leap through it into a roll.
Okay. You leap through it into a roll, and nothing happens except on your side. You guys can see one of the flames in the eyes go out. So one of the two
interesting.
flames went out, and now Lemuel, you're in the room. There's a sarcophagus. There's a small humanoid skull floating in a crystal box. There's all these weird tunnels carved into the room. The skull's crusted with dried mud in niches cut into the walls of the room. All sorts of stuff in here.
I have a thought. I bet you we can only go in and out once.
Oh.
Or at least maybe only 2 people can go in without the thing closes.
Lemuel, something calls out telepathically to you. It's the voice of a young girl. What's happening? Why can't I see?
I like turn and look awkwardly at the skull floating in the box.
Where am I? How did I get here?
What's up? What? Can she only hear it?
Only Lemuel.
Can he only hear it?
Something's
saying-
talking to me. It may be that thing over there.
I can take a look at that if it is magical in some way.
Hello?
I guess I can.
Hello? Can you help me? Why can't I see anything?
Ooh.
Well, you may be a disembodied skull, for starters.
The voice shrieks in horror as the skull's eye sockets flare with green flame.
Oh,
green flame.
Oh, yep.
With a shattering crash, the crystal box explodes and the skull levitates into the air. Everybody roll initiative.
Holy
Oh, wow. Tomb of Annihilation. They did.
16.
I read them the warning, yes.
7.
8.
Oh, I got to get my official Tomb of Annihilation dice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I got those. Yeah, I got those ones.
I rolled my initiative. I will write it down.
Did we see that happening in there? We can see that.
You can see that happening, yes. You couldn't hear the voice, but you can see what's happening now. So, Linnet, what'd you roll?
I rolled an 8.
An 8 for Linnet. What about Lemuel?
7.
8 ties. All right, Gell.
16.
Dang. And what about Kyrin?
Also an 8.
Son of a bee sting. Who's got a higher dex, Kyrin or Linnet?
I'm gonna guess Linnet.
What? Really? I have a 1.
Plus 1.
That beats my.
Okay.
0.
Yep.
Linnet and then Kyrin. Okay. So, Gell, you're kind of looking through the skull. Linnet's in there. And Linnet was saying something's talking to me, and all of a sudden there's a skull in a glass case there on the far side of the room. Sorry. And it explodes, and now the skull is hovering, and it's like sheathed in green flame. And it looks extremely angry. What would you like to do, Gell, on your turn?
Well, I'm a very protective kind of person, so I'm gonna also dive through that skull.
When you dive through the other two, you see the other flame goes out. All right, so Gell, you go into the room. What would you like to do then?
So
you could run over to the skull if you want to. You have enough movement.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got a bet more, but I'm gonna put myself in between me and Lemuel, and I'm gonna ready, but I'm also gonna spend one of my key points to have a patient defense, so that way I might be able to have to dodge if I need to.
All right, sounds good to me. After Gell is Linnet.
Can I do an Arcana check? See what that is?
Yeah, go ahead.
I rolled a 11.
Yo, watch me.
You would know that if it's a skull on fire, it's probably a flame skull.
Ooh.
You know what it's called, and whatever you know about it, you can. I always say whatever the player knows, you know. You've heard about in legends or whatever. This makes everything easier that way. What would you like to do, Linnet?
All right,
you're on the other side of the skull thing.
I can stay on this side. I'm just gonna, knowing that it's probably sending fire at a flaming skull is probably not the best idea. I'm going to use a 2nd level magic missile on it. So that's gonna be 4d4. Okay, yep. Let's see. So 5 plus 3, 8, 11. So 14 points of force damage. I'm just going to shoot it right through the...
So it goes through the mouth, goes around the sarcophagus, and bing, bing, hits her on either side, and she shrieks, "Why are you hurting me?" Is that it for Linnet?
Yeah, I'm going to back up against the wall, like get my back against the wall, so I'm out of like eyesight of the flaming skull.
All right. After Linnet is Kyrin.
Okay. So I'm going to get up to the mouth, but not through the mouth. Does that put me... Yeah, this is 60 feet, so I think that puts me in range. I'm going to use Toll the Dead as a cantrip on the flame skull. So that's a wisdom saving throw on you.
All right. 15?
15 is the number.
Power score.
Okay. And in that case, as a bonus action, I'll hit spiritual weapon.
Ooh.
And if I can, I will put my black scythe right next to it, right next to the flame skull.
Does it get to attack right away?
It does.
Okay.
And
Black scythe appears next to her.
how does a 16 do?
Especially against flying skulls.
You hit! How much damage?
Fantastic. 8.
Get some dice ready.
We will do 6 points of force damage.
My goodness. Alright, boom. Alright, you slice, your thing slices into her and it actually does cut a bit of a, like, it makes a crack in the skull. And more green flame, like, shoots out like that.
Sure.
Okay. Is that it for Kyrin?
That's it for Kyrin.
On my turn. She screams, and suddenly the room fills with a massive fiery explosion. I'm going to say Linnet, don't make any save at all. Lemuel and Gell, make a dexterity saving throw. Kyrin, make a dex save with advantage because you're on the other side of the skull.
Would you say that I'm going to get full or half damage, just out of curiosity?
If you make your save, you'll get half damage.
Well, the question is, so if it's going to get half damage, I could actually evade and have 0 damage.
Yeah, if you make your save.
Yeah, you and me both.
Oh,
All right, I got a 13.
13. What's my... You made it. What about you?
17.
You made it too. What about Kyrin?
19.
Why? All right, hold on. 10, 16. Okay,
Well, I was going to say, Gell and I both have evasion, so
31.
we would...
So if you failed it, 34 points. If you made it, 17 points. And if you evaded it, you take 0? Is that the deal? Okay.
Yeah.
So probably
0.
17 for Kyrin and 0 for the other
That
two.
would have sucked.
And then
Highest roll,
she
most
shrieks,
damage.
and oh, that's right, I almost forgot. Something else happens on her turn. As the smoke clears, from the tunnels come creatures. 6 swarms of undead spiders come pouring out. And they're coming 3 at Gell and 3 at Lemuel. I guess you hid, like, the explosion. You kind of hid near the sarcophagus. And, like, kind of, you know, maybe you pulled up a shield or something. I don't know. Or maybe the explosion was just faulty. All right. Here come swarms of undead spiders. 3 of them crawl up Gell's calf and thigh. Plus 3. 15?
15?
Yes.
Yeah.
10 damage. Plus 3. 11?
Would I, just out of curiosity, since I had my dodge, would I be able to use that at all or no?
What do you mean?
Because of my patient defense earlier?
Yes, definitely, yes.
Alright, I'll use
You want to
that.
use it? So you
Yeah.
evade that one?
Yeah.
So they're all on your leg and you're like...
Oh, good. One of you is still alive in there.
Swarm. I think they missed you again. 10 total. Lemuel. Undead spiders.
My least favorite kind.
They're everywhere. Plus 3. 13?
Nope.
Plus 3. 11. Come on, die. Alright, I'm going to charge it up. Screw my fireball. It sucks. Alright, here we go. Plus 3. 17?
That'll hit.
10 points of excruciating spider damage. Okay.
I would like to use my reaction to do an uncanny dodge to half the damage. Hey, gotta be good for something as a
They're
rogue.
on you with somehow you're like, whoa, whoa. Like you look
We're
at the ones
both
that are about
doing
to
that.
bite you and you're just like, no, no.
This
Use
happy
your little
spider
sword,
dance.
sword to block their bites.
So, what was the original damage?
It was 10, so that
Okay.
means 5. Okay, that's the end of my incredible turn. Now, Lemuel, it is your turn. There's spiders everywhere. 3 swarms.
Okay. Fun times. I'm going to. I don't know. Do we have to attack like the spiders on us individually, or do we attack them as a swarm?
It's 3 swarms, so.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Like your 3 monsters are attacking you, sort of.
Fun. Alrighty. Well, I don't think that hitting it with a sword is going to be terribly effective. I don't know. Can I like
you
try
can?
and
You
not...
just feel like it won't be as effective as it normally would. It will still do damage, just not as much. I feel like they'd be able to resist it. Resistance.
I'm going to, in what's probably a very stupid move, ignore the spiders on me and attempt to attack the flaming skull instead.
They would each get an attack of opportunity on you, just so you know. You can do it. I'm just giving you a heads up.
Alright, I'll attack one of the swarms of spiders then.
Attack a swarm. Okay.
21.
21 hits a swarm.
10.
Alright, 10 points. You kill a big pile of undead spiders. You've reduced them almost by half. So you're like, stab, 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 stab. I'm hearing myself again. Is anyone else hearing that?
I can hear that, yeah.
Yeah.
Does someone have their volume on?
Nope.
In Skype, you should be able to mute. Yeah, that's a lot of feedback.
Yeah,
It went off.
Okay. Yeah, it's off.
Who was it?
It
might have been Kyrin.
Just in case, I'm gonna join in with the whole headphones thing.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, well, where were we? Now it's so quiet. It's like a library. Alright. Lemuel, you were stabbing the spiders on you. Are you done?
I'm gonna hop up on top of the sarcophagus. Just be...
I mean, well, actually, no. If you're adjacent to all of them, you're fine. Okay, yeah. Whoop! You jump on. You jump onto the sarcophagus. Dun, dun, dun. Yep. Let me see. Is there anything I can tell you about this sarcophagus? It's a stone sarcophagus. You can tell it's not locked because it's a little wobbly. Yeah. That's all, I guess. Oh, and there's a coiled serpent carved on the lid. Okay. After Lemuel is Gell the monk. Gell, there's undead spiders all over you.
Quick question. So I get an extra attack. Am I able to split those between?
Yep.
2. All right. So I guess.
Are you gonna punch the ones on Lemuel? That'd be so funny. Ow,
because they're not on me, right?
Why are you punching me? No, they're on you too.
Oh. Well, I have good chops. I could just. You wouldn't say that they're very tough, would you?
Well, I mean, they're not. Yeah, they could be, because they can take a lot of damage. You think?
Okay.
They can absorb your blows.
Terrifying undead spiders.
And they're undead spiders.
I got the golden fist over here. Okay. Well, I guess I'll attack one swarm and I'll see how I do.
All right.
So 10.
A 10 on misses.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Give yourself
spend
a Charlie horse. Anything else, Gell?
I'm gonna spend a key point to use my flurry of blows, so I can make 2 of my chops at him. So the next one, 15.
Yes. How much damage?
Yes. So that one gives me 3.
3.
Yep. And
if this is your fist count as a magic weapon?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Is that it for Gell?
Well, so I get 2 hits, 2 unarmed strikes.
All right.
Because of my. And I was just gonna say, so since I hit it, and I did my flurry of blows, I can pick one thing, and I'm gonna make sure that they can't take any reactions until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And then the other one does 5.
5 damage. All right. Is that it for Gell?
Yeah.
Linnet, you were safe from the explosion. You're on the far side of the skull.
All right, I come out where I can see. It's like, oh, there's more things in the skull in there. I should probably tell you to stay away from each other. Stay as far, like you were getting enough space. Spiders or skull? Which one do you guys need assistance with?
At the moment, spiders.
All right. I'm going to just send a chromatic orb of acid at the spiders on Lemuel.
On Lemuel, okay.
Just stand still. You could just stand still for a moment, please.
Don't move.
20.
That definitely hits.
All right.
Just turn it upside down, right? It's Wumbo.
14 points of damage.
Okay. 14, 20. Okay. That swarm is completely destroyed. They disintegrate into nothingness. Okay. Is that it for Linnet?
I'm going to just kind of go back to where I was before. Just kind of stick my head back.
Okay. Kyrin, it's your turn. You're outside the room, peering through the skull. You got a little scorched from the fireball.
Okay, so just the flame skull was one thing, but swarms of undead spiders is a completely different matter. I'm going to go ahead and hit turn undead.
Oh, okay. What do I do?
So anything within 30 feet is going to have to make a wisdom save.
Oh, all the swarms. All right, wisdom save number 1. 7.
Miss.
All right, so 15.
15 passes.
So it's 2. Oh, 17.
Passes.
Natural 20. And the fourth one, 11.
That's a failure. So
and
at
the flame
this
skull,
point,
right? I gotta do the flame skull.
Yes, the flame skull as well.
Let me charge it up again. Positive energy. 13.
That's a failure. I don't know what the swarms what their CR is, but if it's a CR half or less, then they are destroyed.
They turn into dust.
Sweet.
What happens
so that's knocks out 2 of them, right?
Yes.
So and the flame skull failed, so it is frightened of me.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I will take another swipe at it with the scythe.
Sling.
14.
14 hits. The flame skull.
5 points of damage.
5 points. She screams, "Ah! Scary man!" Is that it for Kyrin?
That's it.
All right. The skull, terrified, flees. You know all those little maze tunnels in there? 0. She's going in. You don't see her anymore. And then I've got 2 swarms left, right?
One can't take reactions.
3,
Until...
There's 3 swarms? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So who has 2? I will roll a thingy. Lemuel, you have 2 swarms. Here we go. Plus 3. Swarm number 19.
That'll hit.
And a 9.
9 misses.
So then roll a 19 to 10 points to you. Undead spiders, chomp, chomp, mandibles.
Again, do my uncanny dodge spider dance.
So you take 5. Gell! Hooka!
My
16.
Hits.
You take 10 points of spider mandibles.
I don't think I have one of those fancy little dodges.
Spiders are getting like, come on.
I should have just stunned him. I don't know why. Reactions.
Alright, after me is Lemuel, the rogue. In the room, you've got spiders on you. There's 2 swarms. Oh, you're on the sarcophagus, so the spiders are crawling up the sarcophagus, up your legs, and like...
Going to attempt to stab the spiders again.
Stabs the spiders.
Stab the spiders. 14.
14 hits. How much damage?
That will do 11 damage.
Okay, got it. Swing, swing, swing. So you're killing some. Is that it for Lemuel?
That's it for Lemuel.
Gell, it is your turn. You've got 1 swarm on you.
So since they can't take reactions, I could probably get away from them, right? Without their ability to attack me?
Darn tootin'.
Alright, so... I'm gonna... I'm gonna back up towards the door. Not go through it, but I'm just gonna kind of get some distance so that way whenever they're coming towards me, and then I'm gonna ready up.
Okay.
Dude, what the hell?
The people behind you are like, I can't see.
Sit towards the door, not in front
Gell,
of it.
move your butt. Alright, is that it for Gell?
Yeah.
Linnet.
Alright, there's still one on Lemuel, right?
There's 2 on Lemuel.
I think there's 2.
And there's 1 in them just lonely in the room.
Alright, I'm gonna try and send a firebolt at one of them. Just...
One, right, like there's one that's chop, 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 and then it's like...
Nope,
miss.
10. It was a 10.
10! Roll again!
8. Oh no, 12. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, it just misses.
Mm-hmm.
This is the spider sees it and does like a big dramatic jump and a flip. Lands back on Lemuel. Alright, is that it for Linnet?
Mm-hmm.
Kyrin.
Alright, I'm gonna, as my bonus action, I'm gonna move the spiritual weapon to one of the spider swarms that's on Lemuel. And I'm gonna say, okay, hold really still. I've done this before. It's only went really bad a couple times, so just give me a second.
It's fine. I trust you guys.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Hey.
How much damage?
That'll be 13 points of force damage.
Yo. Okay.
Do I have eyebrows still?
Yes.
If anything, you had a little hair cut off. You actually look better.
Wait, that was with the scythe, right, Kyrin?
Yes, that was the bonus action.
So that swarm is very small now, and it looks less effective. So basically, it's only going to do 5 points of damage instead of 10 when it hits.
So for my action, I'll do Toll the Dead again on that one.
Toll the Dead, okay.
Yeah, wisdom save for you.
3.
That is definitely a failure.
All right.
So that is 17 points of necrotic damage.
All right, so bong, sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. They're all... That swarm is completely destroyed. Yeah, Kyrin is a cleric of the Raven Queen. All right, and he's kind of like being forced to serve the Raven Queen's son, who is Vorkesis.
And we are not friends.
No, they are not. Is that it for Kyrin?
That is it for Kyrin.
Oh, in the maze, you guys can see a green glow moving around somewhere in there.
Oh, sorry.
I'm scared. There's 2 swarms left, right? I'm getting tired of this.
Yes.
How do you kill the swarms? How do you kill them? I don't want to do it anymore. How do you kill them? Just say.
Lots of martial art.
Okay. No, just like pow, 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 pow. All right. So, the maze, the skull's still somewhere in the maze, and there's a sarcophagus in here. What would you like to do? 2 of you are in the room, 2 of you are not in the room.
Lemuel's gonna kind of like wiggle back and forth on the sarcophagus lid. Hey, I think this is loose.
It does wiggle.
Anything we can do from back here to help, we'll do it. But we're going to maintain this 2-2 ratio here.
The flamethrower is still around.
Help me open this sarcophagus. I'm sure nothing else bad will come pouring out.
Most certainly, as I wipe off bug junk from my hands.
Okay. So you both grab the lid and you lift it?
Yeah.
I think more of a slide.
Slide it. Okay, so you slide it to the side. Inside you see... Oh. And you need to make an athletics check to open it. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm proficient in that.
16.
Made it. Slunk. Inside you see a bundle of faded cloth. There looks to be something in it. Maybe a staff or something like that. And also there is a staff in there.
2 staffs, 1 for each of us. High five.
I'm gonna poke at the bundle of cloth with my rapier.
It's not one thing. It's a bunch of pieces of something. They're hard.
I'm gonna be really depressed if this is like the skeleton of whatever
I bet it
child.
is. You are certain that it is a skeleton, yes. You're sure it's a skeleton of something.
Oh, I would feel a lot more sympathetic if she hadn't, fireballed us in the face.
Oh, that's what the thing said. That makes sense now.
Well, try and nudge the staff as well. See if nothing comes jumping out.
What do you nudge it with?
My sword.
Nothing happens.
Okay. I'm gonna lever it up with the sword up past the edge.
It's got snake designs on it.
Hey, look! I found a staff.
Oh, you found the staff.
Linnet, would you like this?
Yeah, I'll grab it and pull it out.
All right, when you
take a
grab
look at it, maybe.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh God.
I'm good at that.
Yeah, save anyone.
That's probably the one thing I'm good at. Not today though. 7.
Green smoke billows from the staff, coiling around you like a serpent. A sibilant voice whispers in your ear, "Let me help you. I promise to be good."
Josh? Is that you?
You hear actually Josh, who was in there, ah! He just got kicked out.
Oh.
You are now inhabited by a trickster god named Moa. You have you have a flaw. You must always speak the truth.
What?
Josh says, "I kind of like."
Shut up! Your laugh is obnoxious.
That's probably for the best. And then you also have a power. While inhabited by Moa, you can use an action to turn invisible. Anything you are wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on your person. The effect ends if you attack, cast a spell, force a saving throw, or deal damage. So you can be invisible at will. Just takes an action.
That's good. I mean,
pretty good,
that's
huh?
Not a terrible trade-off.
Josh says,
"You are
a better boon." No, I didn't.
You're a lot nicer than the last snake I knew.
That's because I'm lawful good, or chaotic good.
You feeling okay, Lemuel?
I am truthful and kind.
I'm a little uncertain about this situation, but it's probably going to work out okay.
Uncertain how? Exactly.
Oh, I just keep getting tossed around by different gods and being used as their pawns, and I'm really having a rough day, and I don't know why I'm telling you all of this.
Good job. Kyrin, you hear a voice that says, "Kyrin, do not touch any item like that. I will not suffer the humiliation of being ejected."
Look, if you start ticking me off, though, I'm touching every object just to get you out of my head.
Go ahead, seal your fate, fool. Okay, so the skull is still hiding in the tunnels. It doesn't seem to be coming out. So all that's left is in the sarcophagus. There's something wrapped in cloth.
Is there anything else in there?
You should probably
There's something wrapped in cloth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the dead skeleton of the skull.
Didn't you also see something earlier?
Oh yeah, there was a tiny skeleton person with a key on its head.
Lemuel, actually, in the top north corner, you do see the skeleton key, like, watching you guys. It thinks you can't see it.
Oh god, a skeleton key.
Yep.
It's terrible.
It's a skeleton key. It's a little guy, a skeleton. He's this big. He moves around, and growing out of his head is a key.
Hey, look, he's over there.
You say that?
Yes.
He goes, ah! And he runs into one of the tunnels.
He's gone now.
What a weird
Moa
little
says,
thing.
so what are we doing? Come now. The soulmonger must be destroyed.
Who is that skull that was in there with you?
It was a little girl. You can tell him. I can tell you her story. Her name was Nepertak. She was 10 years old, the granddaughter of Napaka, the last queen of Omu. The magic of the crystal box preserved her consciousness, but centuries of solitude and horror caused her mind to blank out the details of her plight. She was royalty, reduced to this abomination. We must stop Asarak. Asarak. He's an evil wizard. You can tell them all that. Do you tell them all that? You're like Jim Carrey from Liar Liar. You tell them all that?
I'll pass it on.
You all know that story. So what do you want to do?
Well, I feel like we should use that key. You never know when you need a mobile one.
I do feel like that key might end up being important at some point.
That sounds like a... Having something with low key head is probably good to have around.
Well, you saw it ran into one of those little tunnels.
God damn it.
Well, I guess it wasn't very low key.
Oh! You just got
do you want me...
inspiration. Yeah! That means you
How
get
big...
advantage on any roll you choose.
What do I do?
Inspiration means you can, when you roll a die, you can roll it again if you don't like it one time.
How big are these little tunnels? Can you get to it? Can you grab it?
The tunnels.
Although, if only somebody had a companion who was conveniently tunnel-sized and shaped.
Oh, the warrens are too narrow for medium and larger creatures to enter. Only small creatures can squeeze through to traverse them.
Oh, I can have Iris, like, force it out.
A suggestion?
Oh, wait, is Iris here?
If you can.
Yep, Iris is with me.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh.
Although there is that flaming skull still in the tunnels, too.
I have an idea. I have an idea. What if I leave, Lemuel goes invisible, and we wait it out? Of course it'll come back out. We can maybe grab it.
Do we know that? I can just send Iris in there and chase it out. No one has to go invisible or waste time.
I could go invisible anyways, wait near one of the tunnels and maybe.
My only concern with sending Iris in there is if Iris counts as a creature going through and the jaws go.
Then we wait 10 minutes and I can summon her back. She doesn't die.
Come on.
Well, I mean, if she can't die, then.
I mean, she'll be upset, but she won't be dead. Better than one of us who can die.
All right, so you're gonna send your weasel familiar through the skull.
Yep.
So
she's gonna go. I'm just like, please.
She jumps, and the skull jaws do come down, and he's got that metal thing in there, but it actually crunches the metal thing. But Iris is gonna have a better chance of surviving.
Is she? Is she?
She failed. Okay. How many hit points does she have?
I mean, 1. She has 1 hit point.
11. Okay. So
cool.
And poof, she's gone.
All right. I
think then the flames in the skull's eye sockets ignite. The jaws
so we know.
And the trap resets, and that metal thing kind of plops to the ground.
See, trap. We figured out what the trap was.
Well, now we know what it does.
So we gonna go in there and get it? Send. Or do you want
Kyrin, can you write a note on the wall that says what this trap does?
Yeah, I can do that.
I have paper and pen and a quill. So.
Sure.
Well,
okay.
We'll leave that
borrow
there.
that.
If we are doing the waiting game to see if it comes back, or to see until Iris comes back, do we want to wait for a little bit, see what happens?
If we're waiting for that time, I'll just like ritual find familiar again if it's like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Summon the angry.
Oh, okay. So in the tunnel, after about 5 minutes, in the tunnel, the little skeleton key like creeps and like looks out, and it doesn't think you can see him, but it rolled really low on its stealth check. It rolled a 4, so it's like peering over some gunk. What do you want to do? There's 2 of you in the room and 2 of you out of the room.
I was going to say, I'd like to use Moa's gift to turn invisible.
Okay.
And sneak up on the tiny skeleton.
Okay. This
Do you want a stealth check?
No.
Or, yeah.
You're gonna grab it.
Yeah.
Yoink! You get it. It like goes like this, but yeah. You grab the skeleton key.
Okay, I'm gonna carry it back over to the others. Sort of examine it, like the key's growing out of its head.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. Oh.
Do we need the rest of the body?
It like looks around like.
We just need its head. That seems to be the key part, right?
It goes.
Well, tiny skeleton, if you accompany us and don't run off, then we won't need to pop your head off.
It goes.
Okay. I think we have an understanding.
Okay.
I find myself interacting with a lot more small undead creatures than I really imagined myself doing.
Where did that crow ever go?
I don't know.
You still have it.
Probably in the actual city of Mesro.
Yeah, it's still in Mesro.
Yeah, it's just like with all the NPCs, they're probably dead.
Okay, so you've done that room. So I put the.
I'm just gonna like sit it on my shoulder.
Okay.
Oh, you have your little friend.
All right, so that's. I guess that's it. You gonna do anything else in that room, or is that it?
There wasn't
Do we
anything else
want
in
the
there?
bones or the cloth or anything like that?
We don't need that sort of thing.
I was gonna say is the little girl skull still screaming in the tunnels?
Yes. Is he gone?
Sorry.
I want my mommy.
Kyrin, keep a note
Yeah,
about that thing as well.
Yeah, so I write a note that basically says if the flames are on, you can go through. As soon as the flames are off, don't go through.
Also, there's a
Eloquent
flaming.
as always.
Also, there's a flaming child skull in there.
Yes.
Eh.
Okay, so you
That
guys
hurts
leave
really
in that
bad.
room.
Yeah.
All right, so when Gell and Lemuel will go through the skull, both of the flames go out. So now it's just got blank eyes.
Oh, so this is.
Go back out to the stairwell, and you could. There's some other ways to go. You can go to the north or another north passage, or you could go down the stairs.
Do we want to go to the other blank north passage?
Sure.
There's 2 of
Sure.
them up there. One goes straight up, and one goes off to the left. Which one do you want to do? The one that goes straight up, you can see that there's blocking the passage is spinning blades, but they're not spinning actually. It's like a fan, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But they they're like propeller kind of thing. And there's a note there. It probably says a whole bunch of stuff, like don't step on the floor, the blades will spin. Don't take the mace of terror. Or there's an evil monkey in it.
Oh, seems like they've been here.
They basically indicate that they've taken care of the entire room.
That monkey god was a jerk.
It's a little windy. That's what it says.
Ooh, I can see how that would be a problem with the little. Ugh. What do you think?
Oh.
What do you think?
They seem to have come through here and hopefully cleared out whatever was on the other side. Do we want to maybe try the other passageway?
It also says enjoy the pool.
Anybody need a haunted
There's a
mace?
pool.
Anybody need a haunted mace, or should we just leave that?
I'm good.
No. Oh, apparently I'm carrying a haunted staff, so...
Oh, it's a staff of the python. Forgot.
Oh, good. That turns into a snake, doesn't it?
I think so. I don't have it like...
That seems incredibly useful. It's not. But...
Wouldn't you just throw it and it turns into a snake or something? I'll look it up later.
There's another story I heard about a character named Moses.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he was 9th level, wasn't he?
So where would you guys like to go now?
I think we should go to the other one.
Yes.
Well, a pool sounds much better than spinny blades of death.
Yes.
Well, the pool is past the spinny blades.
No.
Well,
so you're gonna go down the other tunnel then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Going down that tunnel, it opens up into a room, and there's a note that says, this was magnetic, but we destroyed it, so you're safe.
Oh, good.
I guess that's what the note says. Yeah. They're indicating that this room is safe. There's another note. There's a tunnel that goes to the right from here, and there's a note on the wall right next to it.
Mm-hmm. What does it say?
Yes.
You're gonna go over to it?
Yes.
The note says, "This fountain turns you into a lady." So there's up ahead. There's a room, and there's a fountain in it. You can hear it trickling, and that's what the note says. Yeah.
I just say, this is why you just don't drink the water without figuring out what it does. Don't drink the water. Uh-oh, you're muted.
Who is?
Oh, you're muted for a second there, or your voice wasn't coming through.
Okay. So you want to go check out the fountain, or you want to go in the? There's a hallway.
Pile of slag in the corner.
I kind of want to look at this fountain. Just get
you want to look at the fountain? All right.
We haven't seen the other group, have we? No.
No, you have not.
Oh,
actually.
All right, let's take a look at this strange fountain.
The fountain, number 9. A large fountain crusted with moss rises in the middle of a circular room. 3 marble maidens stand in the fountain, holding pitchers out of which water flows.
Interesting. We just drank the water?
Yep.
Interesting. Is there anything else in here other than the fountain?
No.
All right. I've looked at
Kyrin
the fountain.
Vorkesis is so somebody gonna drink it? Mo is like,
no.
Lemuel sure would be cool if somebody drank from the fountain. I must tell the truth. I would really like it if somebody did that. Says Moa. It looks very refreshing.
I'm still pulling wool out of my clothes. I don't need to change.
I'm just imagining like when you turned into a sheep, but still wearing all of your clothes and armor, or just clothes, I guess.
Well, I had the blue wool, so and then,
Yeah. Oh yeah, Linnet still has a little bit of
Linnet
that.
still has some of my blue wool. I'm mad. I'm still mad about that.
So nobody's gonna drink the water?
No.
That's pass.
Okay, you want to go to the tunnel, the opposite tunnel? It goes down?
Yeah, the one right to the
Sure.
right.
Okay, there's a couple notes there. There's a note on the wall that says, there's a secret door right here. And then at the end it says, there's a secret door and a dead body with a paper mache mask in this room. We decided not to go into this room. They took one look at it and they were like, nope. There's a sarcophagus and a bronze disc with eyes.
That doesn't seem...
So, secret door, or you want to check out that room with the tons of stuff in it?
Tons of...
Well, I went into the last room with a sarcophagus, so it's someone else's turn.
Hey, I joined you too.
So we're going to that room?
We could just avoid it entirely and go in the other
Yeah.
secret door.
Yeah, secret door.
You want to check out the secret door?
Secret door.
All right.
Sure.
You swivel it open. There's stairs leading into darkness. Darkness.
Even past my light on my mace.
Yes,
It's
it
dark.
looks like these stairs go down to another level of the tomb. You do feel like you've pretty much gone through this entire place. of level 1.
Okay.
Most of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we
yeah,
got
we'll-
our.
Head down.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
gonna say this is
I'm game.
a little secret door as opposed to that giant open staircase with possible gargoyles at the bottom.
Hey guys,
So-
come in here. What'll happen?
All right, you're going down to level 2.
Yes.
Down we go.
Ooh,
Open that
level
full
2.
back.
Still not dead.
Nope.
Okay, on the screen in a moment you will see a big room. Let me get rid of the old room if I can. There we go.
Room full of bodies, guys. Let's
I'm
not go in there.
going to cover my name. So you can
This is
look at that.
dangerous.
Stairs going down, they lead into an open room. Let me see if
Can
you
we-
can hear anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we see or hear anything?
It's lit by some kind of swinging light source. You hear steaming pistons and tubes and bubbling vats. It's pretty loud, like some kind of lab.
Oh, we should exercise caution here.
Go
forward?
Says, "Well, what are you waiting for, Kyrin? My mother thinks you're brave, but I know the truth.
What's the truth, Orchesis?
You're not brave."
When you do that, do you talk or do you telepathically?
Oh no, this is completely out loud.
All right, that's fine.
You're hearing one side of a phone conversation.
I mean, I talk to a weasel, so I mean, I can't really telepathically talk to a weasel. So cast some aspersions on you.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Let's go. Well,
All right. Well, it looks like there's some sort of pedestal or something to the north there.
Yeah. Well, you can't really. Right now, you're in the stairs. You can't really see the sides. You're just making out the barest details of the room.
Okay.
But yeah, there is
Yeah.
a pedestal there.
Okay. Well, I see that kind of cabinet thing on the to my left hand there.
Mhm.
I'll start walking that way, examining that cabinet.
Okay. Is anybody else
shuffle a
going
little
in, or are you gonna let Kyrin go solo?
I'll follow him.
I'm going.
Walk in.
The whole group's
Yeah.
going in. Okay.
Mhm.
Old wooden benches and shelves along the walls of this chamber are covered with gears, chains, trap components, and cages filled with rats. Lit iron braziers hang by chains from the ceiling. Along the north wall, a stepped dais is set with a bulky contraption, an iron maiden of sorts, attached to a network of steaming pistons, tubes, and bubbling vats of blood. 5 masked dwarves operate the contraption. The dwarves are all wearing green helmets, like of a screaming devil face, and the mouth is their face comes out. It actually covers their mouth, and they've got horns on the helmet. There's 5 of them, and they're messing with the iron contraption. What would you like?
You said it's very loud in here, right? Have they noticed us yet?
Not yet.
All right, what do we want to do with them? Do you want to try and sneak past them? Or?
Kyrin,
No.
you notice a really sweet-looking glowing lantern on one of the shelves. I can show you a picture of it, I think.
Show it.
I will. Okay. See this? Can you see that?
Ooh. Okay.
Oh.
It's,
I think I saw a hand.
yes. Looks like it's a lantern. The inside is blue and green, swirling white energy, and a couple of tiny little hands pressing against the inside of the glass.
That's not
Tiny,
creepy.
tiny hands.
Okay.
Just-
So here's what happens. These
great.
dwarves were working on something. The iron contraption shudders as it opens, releasing a hissing cloud of steam. Through the roiling vapor, an armored figure wearing a bucket helm stomps into view. Ka-clank, ka-clank,
Ooh.
and it's like lets out a and it looks like looking at you. Then the 5 dwarves turn, and they pull out their weapons. Roll initiative.
Well, I guess we got our answer.
I got me a pretty
Woo.
decent.
What did I roll? I read roll
19.
22.
Ooh.
11.
Ooh, that's a good one. 19.
Okay, wait. 19 for Kyrin. What did Gell get?
19.
Son of a beat. I'm sure yours is higher. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lemuel!
All right. Well,
what'd you get in your initiative one?
Oh, sorry. What did I get? 22.
Oh wow. And what about Linnet?
11. Lowest.
11 for Linnet. So Lemuel, you get to go first. So there is a like 10-foot tall thing. There's like armor plates on it. You can see weird like muscly matter beneath it. And 5 weird looking dwarves. They actually look like they might be undead.
Cool. Not cool, Dad.
Quick question: is the turning invisible an action or bonus action?
It is an action.
Okay, I am going to turn invisible, and then use my bow and arrow to attack. And
well, that would be another action, right?
Oh, that's true. Correction. I will turn invisible and then move.
Okay. You want to move further into the room? There is a door on the bottom there of the map. Or you can go back up the stairs, or you can just go across the room. Where would you like to go?
I'll just go across the room.
Okay. So you go across the room. All right. And after Lemuel is Gell.
So I'm guessing the dwarves are closer than the big giant thing is? Or
They're
the
all
big
in a
giant
clump on the pedestal. I can show you what the dwarves look like.
Oh,
Okay, can you see that? There they are.
Yeah.
They got axes.
Yep.
They got an axe to grind.
yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Killed everybody. I know it was bad, but Jesus. All right. So, okay. So, Gell, what would you like to do?
Okay.
Bum.
Well,
What are you gonna do?
I think that I'm going to I think I'm gonna ready up. I'm gonna use a key point for my patient defense, and I'm gonna move away from the doorway so I have some space around me.
Okay. All right. So you're just moving and readying.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're just getting ready for them to come to you. All right. Kyrin, your turn. What would you like to do?
These doors do seem hostile, right?
They got
Like,
yes.
They didn't turn and wave at us. They turned.
No, they've got axes. They're
They're undead.
They're like.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll get up 30 feet-ish from them, and I'll go ahead and hit Turn Undead again.
Oh, no. All right. I better look at their statistics.
Turn undead.
All right, let's see here.
You know, it's useful going into a place with a lot of undead things.
Maybe like
a cleric. Weird.
A tomb.
Yeah.
Place.
Yeah. What are those places called again? What?
There's a tomb.
Is that what you use
This
tombs
is-
for?
This is the crypt
Oh, no.
of something.
She's just flipping her book. A tomb,
Oh.
Gell.
Lemuel, hang
All right,
on to that little skeleton guy.
all right, so I'm
hang on
making
to him.
5 saving throws.
He's not invisible. He's just floating.
On Wisdom.
He's gonna start running.
I just want to make sure I get my numbers right here.
Yeah. 15's the number you're trying to hit.
AJ, maybe
there
you have
it is.
him on some creance.
All right, I got a +1. Here we go. First one,
We can.
natural 20.
Ooh.
Hey.
Second one, a natural 1.
Hey!
Third one, fail. Fourth one, fail. Fifth one, fail. All right,
Okay.
so 1 made it and 4 failed it.
And again, I don't know what their CR is, but if it's a half or lower,
I
there you
can
go,
tell you,
poof.
they're a challenge. It's higher than a half.
Yeah.
Okay. So they are all frightened of me.
So
And then
when they're frightened. Can they move closer to you, or
they can't willingly move closer to me. And they also have disadvantage on any attack that they make as long as they can see me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then bonus action. How are we doing on health? I know Gell and Lemuel took a couple hits.
I bet Lemuel has. I don't know. I'm 10 down.
I'm 10 down as well.
So
Okay,
it's
I'm
up to
gonna
you, man.
hit. gonna hit healing word on myself then, because I'm a little bit more than 10 down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also invisible at the moment, so.
No, that's true. Okay, so I heal for 7 with a healing word.
Okay.
And then I'll just kind of plot myself in the middle of the room. Everybody else behind me, about 20 feet from them.
Okay, is that it for Kyrin?
That's it for Kyrin.
So Lemuel's in the room but invisible. Kyrin, Gell is in the room and visible, right? And Kyrin, where are you?
I'm trying to get myself, kind of interpose myself 20 feet away from the dwarves, but between the dwarves and my party is me.
Okay, so wait a second. Oh, no, you turned them. Okay, so 4 of them are fearfully like, but they all pull out crossbows. One is not
Black
afraid.
missile. I'm gonna catch it.
So, Kyrin, Gell, you're further behind Kyrin, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
not far. But,
Kyrin,
yeah.
one of these tomb dwarves runs up to you with his axe.
Sure.
Why I wrote down everything but that? Let's see what I got. 10 plus 14.
Does not hit.
All right. Oh, he gets 2 attacks. All right. And it's, oh god, here we go. Plus 4. 16.
Still not enough.
Okay. Now the guys with disadvantage, they all they try to shoot at you, but they're really scared, right? So they have disadvantage, each one of them, right? So that's a million
Yes.
rolls. Here we go. Ooh, that's good. But that misses. What's your AC?
18.
Okay, so I gotta roll really high. I don't think that any of them are gonna hit you. Okay, they all just crossbow bolts. Not even close to you. They're all freaked out. The giant thing, kaboosh, kaboosh, kaboosh. Kyron's gonna stomp right by you towards Gell. Do you want to take a shot at it?
Yeah, and I am Warcaster, so I get a spell attack with that.
Okay.
Um,
I can show you what this thing looks like too.
Sure. That'll give me a second to see if I can do this thing.
See?
Ooh, that is not friendly.
Nope.
Nope. Wow.
It's got some weights.
All right. So, what, you can cast a spell as a something or other?
Yeah, as an attack of opportunity, I cast a spell.
All right, do it.
Alright, I don't really have anything attacky for that. So we're just going to go ahead and do Toll the Dead again.
Okay. So I have to make a save.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a 16.
Yeah, 16 passes.
Okay. Kaboosh, kaboosh, Gell. This giant thing comes over to you. It's looming above you. And it attacks you twice.
Well, I get to do my thing first because I'm ready, right?
Yeah, what do you do?
Yeah. Well, so on purpose. So of course I'm gonna attack it, and we'll see how that does. 12.
Yes.
All right. So the first one, and I am gonna do flurry of blows just because I need to knock it
Oh, wait,
prone.
I'm
on
sorry.
the-
No, 12 does.
No. Okay, I'm fine.
Got mixed up.
All right. So I'm gonna use a key point to try to do flurry of blows.
Okay.
So the next one, 6, definitely not. And the last one, 21,
That
not
hits.
natural.
That is.
Okay. All right. So I
You
get my
didn't
hit.
naturally roll a 21?
Yeah, I have a really special dice. And it's just doesn't have magical resistance, does it? It's just regular
It does.
punching. It does? Okay, well, I mean, I have my key points so that, yeah, so 3 for that hit. And then with my open hand technique, I'm going to try to knock it prone, so it needs to make a dexterity saving throw. I assume a large monster like that does not have a high dexterity.
Natural 1. I failed.
Ooh.
Okay,
So
so
it is prone.
all right, and it moved a lot. So,
Oh yeah, your fists are magic. That's right.
Exactly.
okay, so
Eye passes. Yeah. Yeah.
okay, so it looks like he's just gonna. All he can do this round is just get back up. Now he's standing over you in the big helmet, all the spikes, and then it is Linnet's turn.
All right, all the dwarves are on the far north, right? Or most of them, except for like one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they're conveniently in one spot. I just say like, Lemuel, I hope you're not on the far end of the room.
Hope there's no spiders on you.
So she takes off her hat, puts it under in her bag, and then just like traces an arcane sigil on the in front of her, and just conflagration at the other end. It's gonna be a fireball.
Ooh, all right. On the Tomb Dwarves.
Yep.
All right, dexterity. I can get the actual number, which
15.
is +2. All right, 15. Here we go. Fail. Made it. Fail. Made it. Fail. So 3 failed.
Okay, let's.
Boom.
That is gonna be God of Blood D6s. All right, so that's 2, 3, 6, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25 points of damage on the high end.
What's the radius on the fireball?
It is 20-foot radius.
Okay. All right. I think. I mean, I don't remember how to rule on it. If you put the center at the top, would it? I mean, I don't. I guess you could do
I don't
that.
know. I guess.
I did it earlier, so we'll do it for you too. So, all right. So, how much damage?
25 on the max.
So, 2 failed it, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Or 3, I don't remember. 25.
I think it was 2 that failed. I think it was only 2.
All right, 12. All right. Boom. All right. 2 of them are hurt pretty bad.
All right, and I'm going to just wedge myself in the corner, the lower corner, as much as I can.
Okay. All right. That's it for Linnet.
Mm-hmm.
Lemuel's turn.
All right. I'm going to move over to attack the Hulk that just got up off the floor. It's going after Gell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stab it.
Okay.
The rapier, and since I'm invisible, that is advantage. 20.
You hit.
And since that is advantage, that is sneak attack. So that comes out to 12, 13, 20.
Is this a magic weapon?
No.
Sling. You stab it. Blaring. Looks like it feels like it didn't do as much damage as it normally would. Is that it for Lemuel?
That's it for Lemuel.
All right, Gell. Lemuel just ran over and stabbed this thing. It's your turn and became visible.
Yes, and became visible.
All right, let's see if I can do it more, So, this thing seems like it's dangerous. Looks like those things over there are being taken care of, so I'm gonna punch again. Luckily, I get 2 attacks, so 13 for the first one.
Misses.
All right, and if I don't get anything, I'm probably gonna still do flurry of blows. 14.
Misses.
All right, well, I'm going to do key point for flurry of blows. 20, not natural.
Hits.
Okay, and then the second one, 18.
Yep.
Okay, so, 8 for one, and then 6 for the other. And then I'm going to make another dexterity save.
+2. 12?
For dexterity?
That's what I rolled, yeah. 12 total.
It has a +2 bonus on
Oh,
dexterity.
I'm thinking of the wrong monster. It's like 10 or less.
Okay.
Did
No.
I fail? Okay. No, wait, what's the DC on it, on your thing? The difficulty class? And sure, it's higher than a 10.
Well, I mean, let me find
It's
it.
pretty high.
Yeah, alright.
It's gotta be pretty high.
Alright, that was Gell's turn. Kyrin, what do you want to do there, partner?
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go strong here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop Spirit Guardians. So right now it doesn't do anything, but at the start of their turns, anything that's within 15 feet of me is going to have to make a wisdom saving throw or take some damage.
At the start of the okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to... I know I've got the one that's right up on me, so I'm going to kind of, staying in his melee range, I'm going to circle behind him, so the frightened dwarves are all in my radius there.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yep.
And just... I was looking at the turn effect. It's not frightened of me. It's the fear effect. So the only thing they can do is run away from me.
So they're all turning against the wall and running. Run.
Yeah, basically. Okay. If they can't move anywhere else, they can take the dodge action.
Okay. How long does that last? Do they get to save at the end of their turns, or is it like a full minute?
Actually, they took damage, so that effect is gone.
Oh, okay. So they're not turned anymore.
They are no longer turned, unfortunately.
Excellent. Is that it for Kyrin?
Yes, that will be it.
Start of my turn, all of my tomb dwarves are... Something's happening to them. What is it, Kyrin?
They're making a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving. Oh. 12.
Failure.
17.
Pass.
17.
Pass.
4. 15.
Fail. 15 is a pass. That's the number.
Tree made it,
so,
2 failed it.
The damage is 8. Alright, so the ones that failed take 19 points of radiant damage. And the ones that passed will take 9 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
19. Okay, some of them are looking real bad.
Good.
9. Okay, so 34. They're all pretty messed up. All right, and that's it for Kyrin.
Well, that's at the start of their turn.
Oh, right. So now they can do stuff, right?
Yeah, they can do all kinds of stuff.
They're no longer afeared. All right. Here they come. They're coming at you, Kyrin. They swarm the cleric of the Raven Queen. There we go. They get 2 attacks each.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Plus 7. Oh, wait, no. Plus 4.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, horrible. You have a high AC, though.
Ugh.
15. Relatively, yeah.
15.
Nope.
So first guy missed. Miss, and then 5 plus 4. 19?
That one connects.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oof, 9.
Okay, so you took 5 points of damage.
Sure.
And how do I put this? It like sucks the life out of you. Your hit point maximum is reduced by the damage equal to the damage you took. So you've lost 5 of your max hit points.
Yep.
Okay. Oh.
There's 3 more of them. Plus 4.
Cool.
Missed. Plus 4. Right. Oh. Okay, so another one. Make a con save.
10.
Okay, you lose 5 and another 5 from your max. The last guy.
Hey.
No! The last guy crits you.
No, he doesn't. My Grave Domain ability, Sentinel of Death's Door, I make a crit within 30 feet, become a normal hit.
Okay, so it's 6 damage.
Another con save?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh. It's only the second shot. Okay, so the big guy uses half his movement to get up, and he's like shaking with rage as he glares at Gell. And he raises his mighty, spiky metal fists. Plus 7. The Tomb Guardian tries to strike you down. 21.
Hit.
Gell takes 13 damage. Second blow. 26. Another 13, so you take 26 points total. Gets up and is like,
oh, guys.
It's like, okay. That's it for my turn. Now it's Linnet's turn. Linnet, 5 of these tomb dwarves are surrounding Kyrin, trying to hit him, but not doing very well. He's blocking with his shield, blong, blong. A couple shots got through, and he's starting to stagger from the weird energy weakness. And poor Gell's just, the thing's starting, and it finally got to get up and attack him. Just
yeah. I look at Gell, and I look at Kyrin. It's like, should probably help him. And I summon a flaming sphere, like, at the backs of as many dwarves as I can, like, between, like, so they're sandwiched between, like, Kyrin and, like, the flaming sphere.
So you can do, like, roll a circle around.
Yeah.
Kyrin, don't move.
Yeah, that's, well, I mean, they should know by now. Probably called that just don't move. Like, if there's any fire. So, yeah, they have to make a dex saving throw.
Let's do, here we go. 4, fail, 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 fail! 2 1s and 2 2s.
Oh! 12 points of damage, fire damage.
Okay, so, you roll your ball all the way around. Alright, so you did 12 to each of them. So, 12. Alright, one's down, another one's down, another one's down. 2 are still up. So you destroyed 3 of them in that. Like, it rolls through and there's just nothing left but their weird helmets.
Yep, so like, yeah, so the flaming sphere stops momentarily and just sits there where it stopped.
Alright. Is that it for Linnet?
Yes, that is it.
Alright, Lemuel. This huge thing is on the attack, and it's quite impressive.
I'm gonna try and stab it again.
Alright, go ahead. Sling.
13.
No, plang, sparks off the armor.
Ah.
Is that it?
I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage and back up, preferably out of the range of its swingy things.
How you doing, Gell? Are you doing okay? Gell? You okay?
Let's just say I'm probably about half health.
Alright.
Half is good. Half is good.
But he probably took about half health with that hit.
Alright. Gell, it's your turn. It's like you're having a fist fight with this thing.
Oh. You're telling me.
Is that all you got?
Oh, boy.
Alright, what do you do, Gell?
I start quoting stories about this. I've had worse. There was one time, back in monk tradition, I fought one of our other elders named Dragovich. They started chanting Rocky for some reason. It was a tale from back in the day.
Just before you came in, they had this guy hooked up to a treadmill, this Tomb Guardian. he was punching a bag, and they were measuring it, and the numbers are off the scale.
All right. This weird robot.
I'm just
happy birthday, Harry, or whatever.
All right. So, does this thing look like it's like? Is it still like kind of doing pretty good for itself? Like just out of vision.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Not bloodied. That's for darn sure.
Okay. Well, dwarves first, then terrible meat shield.
So what are you doing, Gell?
All right. Well. Okay. I'm gonna use one of my key points to use my Step of the Wind to disengage. Use a disengage action as a bonus, and then as my action, I'm going to use my wholeness of body. I haven't used this yet, so it lets me regain hit points equal to 3 times my monk level. So I'm 7.
That's pretty.
So.
Alright, so you're disengaging. Where are you going to go to?
How far do you think this thing can move? I need a second. No. I'm getting back my health. I'll backen up far. I still want to be in front of Linnet. So
okay. All right.
We'll go there. So
that's it for Gell.
20. Yeah.
Kyrin, your turn. There's 2 tomb dwarves and a big ball of fire circling around.
It's friendly.
Yeah.
Whee!
I
You're
really
used to
don't want
this.
the attack of opportunity here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do Cure Wounds on myself at first level.
Okay.
A whopping 7. Okay, and that's gonna be it. I'm just gonna wait and let my spirit guardians take care of the rest.
Okay. So at the start of my turn, your spirit guardians do their thing, right?
Yes,
So
wisdom saves
Wisdom.
or
+1. 13.
fail.
11.
Yes.
Fail.
How much damage?
Ooh, good numbers. 22.
Your spirit guardians destroy the tomb guardians. Or wait, the tomb
Yeah.
dwarves. All that's left is
Yes.
the giant tomb guardian.
Excellent.
Tomb
Well.
guardian. Gell. Clonk, clonk,
Oh boy.
clonk.
Round 2. Round 2.
+7. 20 something. 13 points. The other one +7. 13.
Right on it.
Oh.
It's another 13, so 26 damage.
Glad I healed.
That's good.
Okay,
That's very good.
that's it for me. Next up is Linnet.
All right, I'm going to direct as a bonus action. Direct the flaming spear. Just like have it slam into the terrible like boxing creature.
The tomb guardian. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I roll something.
Yep. You make a dex save.
Oh god. Failed it by 1,000,000.
Okay. It takes 3 points of damage, fire damage.
Okay.
And as my regular action, I am actually going to send a chromatic orb at it.
Okay.
A fire.
Fire. Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
12 misses.
All right, that'll be it for me.
Okay. After that is Lemuel.
Right, I'll move up and attack again.
Okay.
18.
You hit. How much damage?
And I'm assuming Gell is still adjacent to it.
Mhm.
Seems how it got pounded in the face. So that is going to be nice. 15, 27. Halved, of course, but
27.
yeah,
Halved. 13. Okay.
13.
Okay. When you hit it, it like rears back, holds its arms out, and it goes. I gotta roll a d6.
Uh-oh.
I don't like
Oh,
that.
no.
All right.
Uh-oh.
It's like starting to freak out. Is
Cool.
that it for Lemuel?
Not good. Punch the sphere.
I was gonna say, can I use my cunning action to disengage again?
Mm-hmm.
Then yes, I will do that.
All right. After Lemuel is
Oh, it's
Gell.
gonna freak out.
Okay. Maybe I could punch it a little bit and then disengage.
Just say, might I suggest a hit and run?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll do what I did at the beginning of this thing. I'm running. Guys, I'm running out of key.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
So I'm going to.
The skeleton key pops up like.
Back out. Not you.
Looks like he might be the key to this battle.
Oh.
Don't forget you. Still
I get one.
Don't forget you still have inspiration from the last.
Yeah, I'm saving that for a. I'm saving that
All right.
for now.
isn't deadly
So first thing I'm going to do is use my I'm going to use my 2 regular extra attacks, so that misses. Yeah, I don't even. And both of those miss, so then I'm going to use a key point to try to do flurry of blows. Golly. All right, 19.
Yes.
Okay, one lands. And then I'll do what I did last time and make it take or first I'll see what it does. Four damage.
Okay.
And then it needs to take a dex. It's the same difficulty as last time.
Dex -1. I got a 10. I think I fell over again.
Yeah.
Kerplong.
And I'm going to use one more key point, so I only got one left, guys. Guys, I only got one left.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to disengage again. As I'm kind of disengaging, Kyrin, do you have any more healing powers?
Got you, bro.
All right, so I'm just going to disengage a little bit more. If you can, do you mind if I hook behind you this time?
Yeah.
All right.
So it sounds like right now Lemuel's the closest, yeah?
Probably.
That's it.
He's on the ground. He's knocked over.
Okay. Then it's after Gell's Kyrin's turn.
Yes. So I turn to Gell, and as he's saying, "You've got healing, right?" I say, "Yeah, but my healing is most effective when you're unconscious." And I turn to the creature, and I'm going to point at him, and I'm going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on him.
Okay.
And it's an attack on my part. Does a 13 hit?
No.
No, it doesn't. Okay. I say, never mind.
All right.
You just shout something
But
mean at
I'm
him.
gonna go ahead.
Stupid.
I'm gonna go ahead and get up right in its face, though. I want to be face to face with it.
Okay. It gets up and it's like flailing wildly at anything. So. Kyrin.
At the start of his turn, it makes a Wisdom saving throw with my Spirit Guardian.
Wisdom saving throw. Ooh, a natural 20.
Oh.
Okay, he takes half damage.
Half damage.
Half of 9, so 4 damage.
What kind of damage is that? Just so I know.
It is radiant damage.
Oh, okay. Here we go. He swings his spiky fists at you. Roar, +7. 21?
Yes.
And a 1. Okay, so he hit you one time for 13 points. He's swinging like he's insane now. He's just flailing in all directions. He's going berserk. Next up is Linnet.
All right, so it ended its turn next to the flaming spear, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It has to make a dex save.
Oh, I messed something up. Okay. Dex save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to say he failed it. The fire freaks him out big time.
Yep.
And he actually seems like he's gonna have a harder time hitting people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Seems
so
like
he failed.
Fire gives him
Frankenstein.
disadvantages in his fighting style.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that thing at the end of his turn did 10 points of fire damage.
10 points. Okay.
All right.
He's starting to. He sees the armor's like losing pieces, and you see weird goo underneath that's starting to get singed.
Yeah,
he's hurt.
So he looks visibly like upset about the fire, like freaking out about it. Okay.
But he's also just in an insane berserk rage.
All right, so I'm gonna direct the flaming cure just directly in his back, just kind of like smack him in the back. So he has to make another dex save.
Okay. Now he has disadvantage on this. So 13.
Nope.
Okay.
That did 8 points of damage.
8. All right. Okay. He roars in pain.
And then I'm just gonna shoot a firebolt at his face. That's my action.
Wow. A lot of fire going on there.
Yep. And then that's a 25.
Oh, it hits.
So that's 2d10s. There they are. 9 points of damage.
9. Okay.
All right, that's my
Staggers
turn.
back, holding his face. Okay.
Fire.
That's it for Linnet.
Mm-hmm.
Lemuel.
Lemuel's going to continue his dance of dart in, dodge the giant swingy arms of death, and attempt to stab. 17.
That hits. Power score.
All right, and Kyrin's adjacent to it.
Yee.
Okay, so 4, 11, 16, so 8.
Uh-huh. Very, very hurt. Ugh.
And
Holds aside.
I will not disengage this time. seeing. Well, I'll attempt to draw some of its attention.
Okay. Is that it?
I may be slightly less injured than some others of the party.
All right. Gell, it's your turn.
Finish him.
Oh, I'm mad. Okay, all right. Guy, yeah, no, furnish him. Okay, yeah. I'll run up to him. Fine, I'll be part of this. Go big or go home, and I'll attack him. I'll use the last of all my stuff. So I'll use my 2 attacks, and I'll use my flurry of blows. So first attack, 13.
13 misses. Bong.
Second one misses. So then use my last key point for flurry of blows. That misses for sure.
Bong.
Uh-oh.
And then 18.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So 6.
Okay. Now he staggers. He's still up, just barely.
And then make him. We'll say that he can't take any. No, we'll make him take another dex save. Another dex.
He failed it. Kaboosh. Okay. That's it for Gell. Kyrin, it's your turn. Do I have to make my thingy save?
No, it's at the start of his turn.
Oh, right.
All right. Well, since he's prone, let's send a sacred flame at him. He has to make a dex save.
I failed it.
All right.
Sacred flame.
I have to check on it real quick.
Sorry, we're just about done.
Yeah, 5 points of radiant damage.
That's exactly how many hit points he had left.
Cool.
So he Gell knocks him to the ground, and then Kyrin, sacred flame, and now he's just on fire and
Flaming sphere out.
So yeah.
Yay!
Yes.
Want to loot this room real quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We survived.
So there's the
Some-
ghost lantern.
Ah.
Want to hear about the ghost lantern?
Sure.
Yeah.
Ghost lantern. There's a restless spirit trapped inside of it. You can command it to shed bright light. While holding the lantern, you can use an action to order the spirit to leave the lantern and duplicate the effect of the Mage Hand spell. If you fall unconscious within 10 feet of the lantern, the spirit emerges from it, magically stabilizes you with a touch, and then quickly returns to the lantern.
That's cool.
Sounds like a
Bound to the lantern, it can't be harmed, or anything like that.
It's a fairy in a bottle.
Yeah.
So basically, if you're you're never gonna have to worry about. Once you drop to 0, you don't have to make death saves. It's gonna save you.
Sweet. Nice.
So that's the ghost lantern, and that requires attunement. It's rare.
Ah.
So there's
I don't think
ghost
any was-
lantern. Well, there's
Magic items.
That's it.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, also ready?
Mm-hmm.
2 sets of thieves' tools, a set of artisan tools, a set of alchemist supplies, a set of mason tools, a set of smith's tools, and caged rats.
Well, I'm free.
You do?
Yeah,
I want
sure.
one of the caged rats. Give me one. Give me one caged rat.
Okay.
And then
It's just full of rabies, just all of them. Just
I was gonna say, are the tools just normal tools?
Mhm.
Okay.
So what's the group gonna do from here?
can we
Well, I do
rest?
think, some resting may be in
Fortify
order.
and rest.
So you're gonna try to make your way back to the.
or do you want to do it, or do you want to just like tiny hut it here and just
Oh, do you have a tiny hut?
Yep, I can
Okay.
tiny hut. So
What is that, like darkness dome or something?
Lehman's tiny hut. It's just a opaque sphere.
Oh.
Nothing can come in that I don't want it to come in.
Mhm.
They can rest for 8 hours. And it's a ritual, so I take the 10 minutes to cast it. And I am also going to cast Find Familiar and send an invisible iris to tell the other groups above what happened,
Okay.
how far we got.
All right. Cool.
I'll hit lesser restoration on myself before we rest. Hopefully getting rid of that HP max situation.
Well, that's going to go away at the end of a long rest, so you might not need to waste. You'll be fine.
Well, I'll get the spell slot back on the rest anyway. So
okay. So you are making a tiny hut right in this alchemy room, and you're gonna.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Does anyone? I don't know. Unless someone else wants it. Does anyone else want the ghost thing?
The ghost lantern. Yeah. Who wants
the lantern?
Lantern?
I mean, you want to hold on to it?
Sure.
Who is gonna?
I was going to say you're probably in a decent danger of needing it.
Yeah.
All right. So
regret.
Yeah.
The ghost lantern.
I named the spirit Adrian.
She has a name.
Don't rename.
Her name is the Starfallen. She has 3 paragraphs of backstory that she's going to tell you during your long rest. I am the Starfallen. I am from another realm. We'll do that next time. So
we don't get them.
Remember, with attunement, Gell, you can only have 3 items attuned to you at a time, but that's not a problem because I think it's your only attunement item. But just so you know for the future, you know. And attuning it to it requires an hour, and you can do that during your long rest.
Does the Staff of the Python need attunement as well?
Probably. I should look that up. Well, it's in the DNG. We'll have it for next time, okay?
You can turn to a snake.
Yes, it does. By a cleric, druid, or warlock.
Oh.
That's right there.
Okay.
I'll
have to look at that. All right, so I'll send you an email about when we play the next time, and Saturday, the Tomb group will go through the Tomb and probably pick up where you left off in the 2nd level, which is extremely deadly. All right.
We'll just wave at them from our thing.
Thank you, everybody. I'll send you an email about when we're going to play again.
All right.
Thank you very much. You survived.
Yeah. Live for the session. You did. Second thing. We have a key, little creepy key skeleton thing.